Hi everyone and welcome to the exciting Craftstash homemade Christmas YouTube hop. If you're new to my channel, my name is Gemma. Thank you for watching today, and we are going to be making this gorgeous glittery gingerbread house. So I've used non-traditional colours. Pink is one of my favourite, and inside is a lovely chocolate gift. So you're going to have to watch till the end to find out what that is. So this is really simple to construct. You just need your scoreboards to create the outer base, but there are some wonderful dies that I've used to decorate, and they are discounted as part of today's hop. So if you want to check those out, the links for those are in the description box below. So let's get started. To make the gift box, you need 2 pieces of 7 5/8 by 10.5. Along the 7 5/8 side, we're going to score at 2 7/8, 7 1/8, and then rotate the cardstock so you have the 1/2 inch tab at the bottom, and we're going to score at 2 7/8, 7 1/8, and 10. So do that for both pieces. Next, you want to fold and burnish along all the score lines. The shortest tab, the 1/2 inch tab along the shortest edge, is a valley fold, and the rest are mountain folds. Next, we're going to do some cutting. So we've got the 1/2 inch tab at the top and the 1/2 inch tab along the right hand side. We're going to work left to right. So at the bottom here, come across to the first score line and cut up to the first score line. Move your way along to the next score line, and again cut up to the first score line. Rotate your cardstock and remove that square, like so. Then we're going to completely rotate it. So we've got the 1/2 inch tab on the left hand side now and on the bottom. So working left to right again, we're going to come across to the first score line and cut up past the first to the second. Okay, and rotate your cardstock and remove that piece, like so. Then work along to the next score line, again cutting up past the first score line to the second score line, like so. And then we're going to remove this rectangle piece. So rotate the cardstock and cut along there, like so. So if I turn it back to the starting position, you should have a piece like this. And next we're just going to remove some wedges. So these 2 larger squares or rectangle pieces are the front and the base. So we're going to take a wedge out of the smaller square, like so. So now we've cut the wedge off the bottom there. I did go ahead and start to cut that, and that's a mistake. This is my final project because I've already gone ahead and prepared some of my pieces because I wanted to give it a chance to dry overnight before working on the assembly of that. So this is just my dry run, so it doesn't matter too much, but yeah, only along the bottom piece to remove wedges. Then from this tab on the side here, again we're going to take a wedge out of that, like so. And then you need to do that for both pieces. So I'm going to bring in the other piece that I prepared off camera, and I'm going to attach these 2 together, and then this takes me up to the stage that I'm at with my actual project. So all I did was add some quick grab glue along the tab here, You want to line up the bottom score lines there, make sure that they marry up. Now normally I would then fold this over and attach this tab to this edge to start to create the box. However, I left it like this because I wanted to add some embellishments and some Nouveau drops. So I needed a flat surface. Obviously you can add the Nouveau drops to your box after you've assembled it, but you will only be able to do one side at a time, and then you need time to let it dry and so on. So I thought this was an easier way. So I'm going to bring in my actual project now. So it's at the same stage as this, and then we're going to assemble, decorate and do all the fun bits. The products I'm using in today's video is the Through the Keyhole by Creative Craft Products, and this is a 6x6 card shaped base. Now all I'm using for this box is the windows and the door. But I'm going to show you another project in a moment, and I've used the shape of the house and cut one panel for the front and one panel for the back, and I'll explain everything, so you can either make this project or the one that I show you next. And I'm also using the Sweets Edition die set, and this is from Made to Surprise. Now there is a discount on the products that we're using today as part of the Craftstash YouTube Hop. So if you want to grab yourself a bargain, have a look at the links in the description box below and you can check those out. So this is the other project that I was referring to. So it's the same dimensions as the gingerbread house. All I did was cut the front panel of the house, as I said, and attach that, so it's sort of sitting differently on the front here. I could have done the same for this project, however I wanted the roof to be slightly larger, so I've just used the windows and the doors to embellish the box. So as I said, the measurements are the same. So I created the base in this sort of biscuit colour cardstock. I cut two separate panels of the house, added the windows and the doors, and then I added an additional panel for the sky, which is the same as what I'm going to do here with these pink panels as the roof. So I'll talk you through those next. So you've got sort of multiple ways on how to use this die, and I'm also going to use the shaped card base to create a matching card to go with this. So keep an eye out on the channel for that. So a lot of information to take in there. Hopefully I haven't overwhelmed you too much, but we'll go back to this base now. Let me talk you through the additional panels that I've cut to create the roof. If you want yours the same colour, then ignore this step. So this piece measures 4 1/4 by 3 3/8, and along the 3 3/8 side I've scored at 1/2 inch to marry up with this tab here. Now the next step is optional, so from there I've scored at every 1/4 inch. I've used my glue gun and I've got a fine tip nozzle, and I've run some glue along the score line and then added some glitter just to create that look there, and I've added the Nouveau drops as well. So I've done that for both pieces. As I said, if you don't want your roof the same, a different colour, then ignore this step. So I am going to attach those two pieces to these pieces here. I'm also going to add the windows. So I've cut this in white cardstock, pink cardstock, and then added glitter inside. So I've got 4 for the front, 4 for the back, and 2 for the side panels. So they're going to sit on there like so. I'm just going to add these pieces just to give you a visual. Like so. And then I've also gone ahead and prepared all of these lovely sweet elements to add to the front of the gingerbread house. So I haven't gone traditional with craft cardstock. I wanted to do something a little different, and pink is one of my favourite colours, so it had to be done. So I've got this lollipop here, so I cut the outer piece in white, the swirl in blue, the bow in blue. I've added glitter. Hopefully you're catching that on camera. It looks absolutely gorgeous in person. And then I've added a nouveau drop there. Similar with this piece, I cut the outer in white, added the pink, added the glitter, the bow and the nouveau drop. And then with these sweets, I just fussy cut a white piece to go on the back, and then added the glitter sort of in the white space. I've done that with the pink, and then I've done the same with this. Fussy cut a little bit of white cardstock to go on the back, and then added the glitter in the piece there. So I'm going to start to build up the front of the house, something like this. And I'm going to add the sweets. May have gone a little overboard here, but you know me, probably covering up that first window as well. There we go, so something like that. So you've just got an idea of the look that I'm going for. So I'm just going to move those slightly off, and we'll start by attaching the roof to these pieces here. I'm just going to take some flour glue and add that all along this panel. I'm avoiding the score line. I don't want to add too much strength to that. I want to keep the flexibility in that score line. And just pop that on the top there. I'm just attaching the additional piece in the same way, again avoiding that score line, so I've still got that flexibility. If you've got any overhang, you can trim that before we assemble it. So I'm going to give those a chance to dry, and I'm going to also add my windows now. So while I'm working my way along and adding the windows, I just wanted to let you know about Craftstash VIP. If you're not a member, it's $9.99 to join, and that's your membership for a whole year. There's some wonderful benefits with joining Craftstash VIP. You get 10% off each order, double reward points, priority dispatch. The $9.99 paid for itself after my first order, and I order so much. I'm probably placing about 2 orders a week at you know, on various different things, so it does pay for itself, I think. So while I'm attaching the last few windows, I just wanted to mention those love hearts there. It's part of the frame die that's included in the Sweets Edition die set. This has got this lovely circle frame. I'll just show you that so you know what I mean. So you've got some various sizes there. So I used the medium one then, and I didn't actually use the frame, I just used the hearts that it cuts there. So I cut that in pink and blue, and I just pop those along the top just for some added decoration. I've loved putting this one together. Spent some time last night Just die cutting all the pieces, adding all the glitter. I find it really therapeutic. If you sort of know what you're doing, you don't necessarily have to think then about what you need to do. You just sort of cut as many pieces as you need, start assembling them together, and then add the glitter on top. So just pop the film on, some music. As I said, it's really a therapeutic activity. So there's all the windows attached. There's glitter absolutely everywhere, but I love it. I think it's just so pretty. And obviously this is a handmade Christmas gift, so you know you've got to have a bit of glitter, haven't you? So before I start to add all the additional pieces, I'm going to start to assemble the box. So I'm just going to add quick grab glue along this tab here. Flip it over and fold this panel over and this end panel, and it should all marry up. And then just fold that back on itself so you know that that's attached correctly. So I'm just going to do that step at the moment because I didn't want to press down on the lollipops that I'm going to add now. And I've got some pin flare glue. So this is a 3D gel, a glue gel. I didn't want to flatten that. So I'll just pop you on high speed now while I attach these pieces on the front here. So now the front of the gingerbread house is all been built up. I think it looks lovely. So let's work on the bottom and then we'll finish off the top. So this is obviously my front piece, so I'm just going to fold this piece back. Hopefully you're seeing that okay. Then the opposite piece, fold that in. Add glue to both side pieces. So I'm just adding this along there and along this side. Apologies, slightly off camera there. Just tack those in place for now and then add glue to this front piece. And fold that over. You can pop your hand inside there. You've got a surface to add some pressure. You can also go in with your bone folder and spread that glue out. Add the pressure on the bottom. And then fold these two tabs in and pinch this top piece together. I'm just going to lie that back down onto a flat surface. So you want to hold them in place. And I'm going to bring in my crocodile and I'm going to use the inch punch. So line those up and I'm just using the edge of the gingerbread house and lining that edge against the edge in the crocodile. So I'm going to flip it over and just hold this again on this side and do the same on the opposite side. So I'm just going to go ahead now and add those eyelets. Apologies if there's change in sound. I went off camera to grab the eyelets to add to this box and I forgot to attach my microphone back. Oh, what am I like? So I've just got some white eyelets here. Again, these are optional. I just think it finishes the gift bag off well. So I'm just popping 2 on the front and 2 on the back. So I'll try and increase the volume on the last section, just in case you're not hearing me too well. Hopefully not too much of the instructions were affected by that. There we go, so there's those added, and I'm going to thread some ribbon through there now and attach a bow. But before I do that, I just wanted to add my little gift inside. So it's Terry's chocolate orange, and it fits really well in there. You've also got additional room to add an extra gift if you wish. Great for adding a gift voucher. So just a little tip here, if you've got sort of a larger ribbon than the actual hole that you're threading through, if you add a bit of washi tape or some sellotape to the end there and twist it off, that will just help you thread that through. So I'm just going from the back there to the front. You can trim that bit off then as you're finishing the bow off. So I'm just pulling the ribbon through. You just want to check that it's sort of evenly pulled through on both sides. So while I'm tying the bow off, I just wanted to mention the Craftstash newsletter. So if you haven't signed up to that, it's a great way to be notified of any upcoming sales, offers, when new products are being released, deals of the day. If there are any YouTube hops coming up, such as the one today, you'll be notified that by the newsletter. So I have to say my bow tying skills are not the best. I'll play about with that shortly, but you get the idea. So there's the final project. I just hope you're getting that lovely shine from all the glitter. I don't know if the camera is picking it up that well. Hopefully I can capture it in the pictures that I share, but it's just absolutely gorgeous in person. There is glitter everywhere. It's all over my house, but the project was worth it. I think my niece is going to absolutely love this. So I'll bring back the other project. So 2 very different styles there, but same measurements, and just using that die in an alternative way. I hope you're enjoying the hop so far. If you've just found my channel or you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future tutorials. Go and check out the next video in the hop, and that will be linked at the end of the video. As I mentioned earlier, some great savings to be had on all the products used in today's hop, and the links are in the description box below for those. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!